Okay, guys, we're going to revise this June 2019 paper 12, paper 1, in fact. Okay, it says find the coefficient of x in the expansion of this. So remember the formula that you have to use. Rather than expanding this on the whole, you must be going for the formula which is T r plus 1, that is NCR, a raised to power n minus r, and then b raised to power r. So I'll be using this formula here. So this is going to be T r plus 1, 5CR 2 over x raised to power 5 minus r, and into minus 3x raised to power r. So you don't need to be worried about this r and this minus sign over here. Just see that what is going to be the power on x right now. So the power on x right now is going to be, this is going to be r minus 5 plus r. You see, you have just see, this is something over x raised to power 5 minus r. So when you move this x to the numerator, so the power on x would become r minus 5. And that is why I have written this r minus 5 here, and then there is a product going on, and this x over here has a power r as well. So we add up the powers, and we want this power to be 1 because he says find the coefficient of x over here. So the power on x is right now, it is going to be 2r minus 5, that is x equal to 1. Therefore, your 2r minus 5 equal to 1. Your 2r is equal to 6, and r is going to be 3. So this means you have to find the fourth term. Yes, madam. So now we have this r equal to 3. So that means we have to find the fourth term. Okay, so this is the fourth term here. So this is 5c3, and then you have 2 over x squared and minus 3x whole cube. And this power, this term is going to be, I think 5c3 is 10 into 4 over x squared, and then you have minus 27x cube. You see, these will be eventually cancelled out, and you will have that x with you. So this is going to be, I think, minus 108, minus 1080x. Okay, this is minus 1080x. So the coefficient of x is minus 1080. Write that at the end, that this is your answer here, minus 1080, okay? I'll move on to the next question then. I have to clear all of this, okay? Let's go on to the next question now. So the second question. So the first question was from binomial expansion. Okay, it says 2 points A and B have coordinates this and this. The perpendicular bisector of AB intersects the y-axis at the point C. Find the coordinates of C. So clearly a question from the coordinate geometry, okay? And you just have to, visualize a bit that what is happening here. Now, suppose there is a point A, okay? Here is a point A, and here is the point B over here, okay? And it says the perpendicular bisector. Let me join them together. So it says the perpendicular bisector of AB intersects the y-axis at the point C. Okay, so let me draw a tentative. You're not allowed to draw them exactly here, okay? So it says the perpendicular bisector of, so this looks like the perpendicular bisector of this AB. It says it intersects with y-axis the point C. So let me draw my x-axis and the y-axis. So suppose here is, just a minute. Here is my y-axis, and this is, I don't want to draw this completely. So this is my y-axis, and here is the point C. So this was the point A, which is 1, 3. Here is the point B, which is 9, minus 1. Okay, and it says we have to find the coordinates of the point C. So guys, the first task is to find the equation of this perpendicular bisector. Once you have the equation of this red line, which is the perpendicular bisector, and then you know this point C is on the y-axis. So we can say this is going to be 0 comma y. This can be something because the x coordinate would be 0 on the y-axis. So this would be 0 comma y. Let me call this point M. So in a way, we need to have the equation of the line MC over here. So first of all, you see there are 5 marks. First of all, 1 mark for finding the midpoint. So that would be 1 plus 9 over 2, comma 3 minus 1 over 2. So this midpoint is going to be 5 comma 1. Okay. And then you have to find the gradient of this AB. So we have m of AB, that is -1 minus 3, y2 minus 1 over x2 minus x1. This is -4 over a, which is minus half. Therefore, now we will be writing the gradient of this perpendicular bisector. Therefore, the gradient of this MC would be 2. That is the negative reciprocal. When two lines are perpendicular, the gradients are the negative reciprocals of each other. Therefore, the equation of MC is going to be y minus y1. So this point over here is 5 comma 1. So we have y minus y1, that is going to be 2 into x minus x1. Now there is no need to waste your time on simplifying this equation. You simply put your x equal to 0 into it, because we only need to find the coordinates of the point C over here, okay? So we'll be putting, put this x equal to 0 into it. So you have here this y minus 1, that is going to be minus 10. So this y is going to be minus 9, okay? Therefore, the point C is going to be 0 comma minus 9. That is the answer to this question. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So we move on to the third question. Now this is always handy to draw a vertical line over here just to double your working space. Okay, so sometimes we write longer horizontal equations and all this space is wasted. Okay, so it says a curve is such that dy by dx. So this is a kind of a differential equation, though we study that in P3, but the differential equations just start right from P1. So this is your dy by dx, okay? And then it says there's a point P2, 9. A point moves the curve in such a way that the x coordinate is decreasing at a constant rate of 0.05 units per second. So we are given the rate of change of x. So I'll write it as dx by dt over here, okay? And that is, it is the rate, decreasing rate, okay? So I'll write it as minus 0.05. I'm not writing the units right now. Find the rate of change of the y coordinate. So it's asking for the dy by dt. Okay, now you know that you will have to go for the chain rule over here. That is going to be dy by dt. So you write dx here, the dx here. So we'll be needing to have, oh, we already have that dy by dx with us. Oh, so you just need to put that x2 into this, okay? So this will give us the numerical value of dy by dx. That is 8 minus 4 over 2 is 2. Oh, yes, thank you. 4 over 4, that is 1, so that is going to be 7, okay? So now we have this required dy by dt, the rate of change of y. So that is going to be dy by dx is 7, and this is dx by dt, which is minus 0.05. So this is dy by dt, that is minus 0.35. Okay, so this is a decreasing rate as well. Y is also decreasing at this rate. You can write that like whatever unit per second. Okay, so this was the first part of this question. Let's see what is there. Oh yes, he says find the equation of the curve. So we had that point P, which is 2 comma 9. Let me write that point here. I think that was 2 comma 9. Yeah, we'll be needing this now. Okay, now this is the differential equation that I was mentioning there. So now you will have to go for the integration. Please don't be confused. Many a times this happens that you are given the dy by dx, okay? You are asked to write the equation of the curve, but you people write down the equation of the tangent because dy by dx really confuses you. You people know that dy by dx gives you the gradient of the tangent. So you people normally end up writing the equation of the tangent. So you must be underlining this. Yes, you have to write down the equation of the curve over here, okay? So you will have to go for the integration. So I will be writing it as dy, that is x cube, and I should write this as 4x to the power minus 2 if I want to integrate it, okay? So this side will be integrated with respect to y, this side with respect to x. So you have y equal to x is to the power 4 over 4 minus 4x is to minus 1 over minus 1. And never forget to write this plus c over here, because you have been given this point to determine the value of the c. Okay, this is also called the indefinite integral because the c has to come in over here. Okay, so this y is going to be 1 over 4 x is for 4 plus 4 over x plus c. Now let us substitute this given point to find the value of c. So I'll be writing it as 9 is equal to 1 over 4 into, I think that is 16, and then plus 4 over 2, and then you have plus c. This is 2 times 4 times. So this is going to give us 6. So your c is going to be 3. Therefore, the required equation is y equal to 1 over 4, x is for 4, plus 4 over x plus 3. That is the required equation of the line. I mean, of the curve, sorry, I'm saying line. The equation of the curve is here, okay? Now let me see what's the next part about. Is it related to the same question or this is altogether a new question? So I'll be clearing all of this. In this fourth question, it says angle X is such that sine X is equal to A plus B and cos X is A minus B. Okay, show that A square plus B square has a constant value for all values of X. Okay, so A square plus B square. So that means you need to square these two equations side by side. So when I square this first equation, this is going to be sine square x, and a plus b whole square is going to be a square plus 2ab plus b square. I'll be writing the other square because I have an insight that what is going to happen when I'll be writing the square of this under this. So that is going to be cos square x, and this is a square minus 2ab. Now there are questions where there is no thinking process required. So there is no need to waste your time thinking, yeah, what to do. So you simply, you can only have these squares if you square both the sides of these given equations. Okay, na? So now, what should I do now here? Yeah, I will add these two equations together and you will see that these terms will be cancelled out. Okay, so you will have, you must say by adding. Okay, so by adding, we get this sine square x plus cos square x, that is going to be 2a square plus 2b square. And we know that this is 1, okay? This is 1, I'll be taking 2 as common. This is a square plus b square. So your a square plus b square is going to be 1 over 2. So it says it has a constant value for all values of x. So like we are independent of x, whatever the value of x is, the a square plus b square will always be equal to half because, x is simply eliminated. Okay? Okay, next, let's see what's the next second part. In the second part, I might need to write these equations because let me see what's in the second part. Okay, in the case where tan x is to express a in terms of b. Okay, so I think if I can recall it, your sine x was a plus b, and your cos x was a minus b. Yes. So now it says, now, how could he give you an easier question than this? Can there be any question easier than this? It says, if tan x is 2, if you have the sine x and the cos x, how can you bring in the tan x? Yeah, you divide them, okay? So you guys know that your tan x is basically, um, that is given as 2, and this is basically sine x over cos x, that is equal to 2. So sometimes they really give you, I think he will be giving you a tough time towards the end of this paper, or maybe this year's P3 would have been a difficult one, okay? So that is going to be equal to 2. So this is simply a class 6 algebra question where you have to make A the subject of this equation, okay? So let's do that cross multiplication here. This is 2A minus 2B, and you have A equal to 3B. That is your A in terms of B. Okay, let's see what's the next. Okay, this is a question from Circular Mayer. Okay, I would like to just minimize a bit so that I can have some space for working. I believe you can read it. Okay, in this fifth question, it says the diagram shows a semicircle with diameter AB, center rho, and radius R. The point C lies on the circumference and angle AOC is theta. The perimeter of sector is twice the perimeter of O. Okay, and find the value of theta correct to 2 decimal places. Okay, it says now the given information is that the perimeter of BOC, okay, if this angle is theta, can I say this is going to be pi minus theta, Hannah? And this arc length would be, we have the formula S equal to R theta. So this is going to be R times pi minus theta. And I should write this as R theta, okay? This is R and this is R. So it says the perimeter of BOC, the perimeter of BOC. So the perimeter of BOC, I'll straight away write it as 2R plus R into pi minus theta. That is the perimeter of BOC, is twice the perimeter of AOC. So that is twice. So this is 2R plus R theta. And then he says, find the value of theta correct to 2 significant figures. I think he's giving many more marks over here because R would simply be cancelled out. You see, if you take R common from the left hand side, so this would be R into 2 plus pi minus theta. And if you take R common from here, you have 4R plus 2, sorry, 4, I am writing R here. This is 4 and then plus 2 theta. Henna? So we can cancel out the R with the R. So we have to find this theta. So this would be 2 plus pi minus 4, that is equal to 2 theta plus theta. So you have pi minus 2, that is equal to 3 theta. And now you can use your calculator here over 3. Who will tell me this correct? 0.38. Acha, bacho, please remember, you can save your 1 mark by writing the answer correct to the given level of accuracy here. You're doing all this working, everything is correct, but you're just ignoring this thing. That means you're a very careless person. You're going to lose that 1 mark. Okay? So that is how you have to do this fifth question. And then we move on to the sixth question, guys. Okay, it says the equation of a curve is y equal to 3 cos 2x, and the equation of the line is 2y is equal to 3x over pi plus 5. State the smallest and largest values of y for both the curve and the line for 0 to 2 pi. So obviously, this curve over here, like, in this curve, the values of y, they depend on the angle x over here. Okay. So within this, because of this 2x, this would be going from 0 to 4 pi. So there would be 4 revolutions. Okay. So remember your, this cos x, you must remember its limits, its critical values. Cos is 1 here, 0 here, -1 here, and 0 here. So cos x itself, or let me say cos 2x, that is between -1 and 1 for one complete revolution. Okay. So what can be the smallest and the largest values of the curve? That is going to be plus -3. Okay. For the curve, these are going to be, for the curve, your y is between -3 and 3. You can write the maximum is 3 and the minimum is -3. And for the line over here, it says this is, um, let me write it here. It says this is, I should write it as 2y is equal to 5 minus 3 over pi x, and your y is 5 by 2 minus 3 over pi x. Now this is a downward line, a line with a negative gradient over here. Okay, so this should be like, this is a kind of a question on functions, maybe, like, this is like this, and this point is 2.5 over here. So you're just going to give the, you're given the domain that is from 0 to 2 pi, and you have to give the range. So when you put your x as 0, okay, so at your x equal to 0, your y is 2.5. And when your x is 2 pi, so this will go down, so your y would be 2.5 minus 3, 2s are
So it
6.
should be 3 over 2 pi.
Yeah.
3 over pi x के बजाय 3 over 2 pi x होना चाहिए.
Oh yes, Beta. Thank you. Thank you for the correction, because we have divided both the sides by 2. Thank you, Beta. So 2 pi cancel with the 2 pi. So we have this -3. So that is minus 0.5 over here. So for this line, we have y between minus 0.5 and 2.5. So this is for the curve, and this is for the line. This was just kind of giving the, the range with the given domain. Okay. Okay, next it says, sketch on the same diagram the graphs of y is equal to 3 cos 2x and this. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to slide this a bit up here. So I need to write these equations here. Okay, one of the equations is y is equal to 3 cos 2x, and the other equation is y is equal to 5 over 2 minus 3 over 2 pi x. Okay, so I'll try to keep them here. Let me draw the line first. Okay. Okay. So here is this line. Let's draw the line first. In a way, I have drawn a part of the line already here. Okay. So you need to have a reasonable scale here. So let me draw this through a line. Okay. And this is going to go maximum to 2.5, and this will be going to 3. Okay. So okay. So we have here, so I have 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, and -3. Okay, so this is going to be pi by 2. This is going to be pi 3 pi by 2, and then we have 2 pi. And remember, just let's first draw this. It has minus, it is 2.5 at 0. Okay, here it is 2.5, and at 2 pi, this was at minus 0.5. So let me draw this line first with the red line. So this is going to be line, the line is going to be like this, okay? So the red one is my line. And next I'll be drawing the curve. Guys, you know that to draw this curve, uh, because of this 2x over here, you need to divide all these intervals into two parts. Do you remember this or not? Yes? Okay. So this is going to be pi by 4, 2 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4. This is 5 pi by 4. This is going to be 7 pi by 4. And the graph of this cos, it always takes off from the maximum value. Okay. So we have the maximum at 3, and then you have minimum here, then sorry, x's, then you have minimum, x's, maximum, x's, minimum, x's, and then you have maximum over here. Okay, so this curve should look like this. Sorry for this untidy kind of a curve. Okay, so we have, this is the curve, the curve looks like this over here. So we have drawn both of them on the same graph here. Okay? So you just need to recall that for the graphs of sine and cos, you initially have the intervals of pi by 2 or 90 degrees. And then because of this angle 2x or 3x, you need to divide that into those many intervals. Like you had 2x, so you divided all these intervals into further two parts. And then you remember you have the maximum x's, minimum x's, maximum x's, minimum. That is how the graph of cos goes. Okay? So then it says state the number of solutions of the equation this. So he has simply equated both of them. So you have to see that how many times these two graphs they are intersecting. So there is this 1, 2, 3, and there is 4. So that means there are 4 solutions. The answer is going to be 4 over here. Okay. Let's go on to the next question. If you don't have any question, I'm going to move on to the next question, guys. Okay. So the next question is question number 7. It's a question on functions. Okay, please do that. It says there are two functions, f of x is this, g of x is this. Obtain the expressions for f inverse of x and g inverse of x, stating the values of x for which g inverse of x is not defined. Okay, no problem. So we know that we simply need to put our function equal to y. So this is, we have to make x the subject. So x is y plus 2 over 3. Therefore, your f inverse of x is going to be x plus 2 over 3. And being a good student, you can write down its domain, okay? Though it was not required. So for the second part, second function, g of x. So g of x is, it is 2x plus 3 over x minus 1. We put that equal to y. So we have to make x a subject here. 2x plus 3, that is equal to xy minus y. And you have 2x minus xy, it is minus y minus 3. There are so many minuses here. So let me write it as xy minus 2x, that is going to be y plus 3. Okay. And then you take x as common. This is y minus 2, that is equal to y plus 3. So x is going to be y plus 3 over y minus 2. Therefore, your g inverse of x is going to be x plus 3 over x minus 2. And you must mention here that x should not be equal to 2, okay? If it has to be a defined function. So he was asking, stating the value of x. So you must say g inverse of x is undefined at x equal to 2. Okay, it is undefined at x equal to 2. Okay, let's move to the second part. I think I need to write these functions here. He might ask us again about these functions because it was just the first part. Okay. Okay, next it says in the second part, solve the equation fg of x that is equal to 7 over 3. Okay, guys, we can find that fg of x, but still, since you have already found that f inverse of x, can someone please tell me what was f inverse of x? X plus? Okay, it is x plus 2 over 3. Acha, now how can I make this working easy over here? Can I write this g of x as f inverse of 7 over 3? Yes, this will save a lot of time here. Rather than looking for the expression f of g of x, like, putting all of your g into the x, you simply say that because you have already found that f inverse of x. Okay, if it was not there, it was up to you how to do this. Okay, so this g of x over here is 2x plus 3 over x minus 1, and this is going to be 7 over 3 plus 2 over 3. That is 7 plus 6 over 9. This is going to be 13 over 9. So you do that cross multiplication. 18x plus 27. That is 13x minus 13. So this is 5x equal to minus 40. So x is equal to minus 8. So we have solved this equation here. Okay, let's go to the next part if there is any. Okay, the next is a different question. I'll not be doing this. We can do this for the sake of the P3 vectors. Okay, so we're going to do this for the P3 vectors. Vectors are no more in your P1. But please remember some topics which have been added to your syllabus, like the transformation in functions. You do need to, inshallah, we'll keep a day for that, okay? We will be revising. I think we've revised most of it. Only the combination of transformation is left, okay? Now, so I'm not doing this question number 8 right now. Let me see what is there in the question number 9. Okay. Okay, question number 9, and then there is question number 10, 11. I'll be doing in the next part of this segment, okay? Okay, the ninth question. We have been given the equations of C1 and C2. It says the tangent to C1 at the point where x equal to 3 is also the tangent to C2 at the point P. So I have tentatively drawn these curves over here just to show the situation here. So we can find this point y over here. So let's put it here. This is going to be, this is 9 minus 12 is minus 3 plus 7 is 4. Yeah. So this point over here is 3 comma 4. Okay. So let's find dy by dx of the C1. So dy by dx is going to be 2x minus 4. The gradient of the tangent is going to be, we put x3 here, 6 minus 4 is 2. So the equation of the tangent is going to be y minus y1, that is 2 into x minus x1, that is y minus 4 equal to 2x minus 6, y is equal to 2x minus 2. That is the equation of this tangent here, okay? And then if you differentiate this here, we have the gradient over here. So let me say this dy by dx is going to be 1 over 2 under root 4x plus k. And we have 4 here, the derivative. So this is 2 over under root 4x plus k. I can put that equal to the gradient, which was 2 over here, okay? So this under root 4x plus k is equal to 1. We square this is 4x plus k is equal to 1, okay? And your x is going to be 1 minus k over 4. Okay, so we have got the x coordinate over here. That is going to be this x coordinate over here is 1 minus k over 4. Okay, and then you can find the y coordinate in terms of k as well. And then you put that gradient equal to 2. Okay, so that's fine. So let's find the y coordinate of the C2 over here, so in terms of k. So that would be y is equal to, or let me write y square maybe. So let y is equal to 4 into 1 minus k over 4 plus k. So that is going to be 1. So this y coordinate is 1. So let's put that, you can put this point into this equation if you want to get the value of k, or you can use a gradient as well. So let's put that point P into the equation of the tangent. This is up to you guys, okay? So this y is 1. This is 2 into 1 minus k over 4 minus 2. 2 2s are, I'm multiplying the whole equation by 2. So this is 2, that is equal to 1 minus k minus 4. So we have k is equal to minus 5. Yes? This is minus 3 and minus 2. Yes. So k is equal to minus 5. Is that the correct answer? Yeah? The question number 10. In an AP, the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to the sum of the next 5 terms. Oh. So it says the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to the sum of the next 5 terms. Find the first term is A. Show that the common difference of the progression is 1 over 3A. Okay, so we have to show that this D is 1 over 3A. So it's actually telling us that the sum of the first 10 terms is equal to the sum of the next 5 terms. So should that mean this is going to be S15 minus S10? Yeah, है ना? Next 5 terms का यही मतलब होएगा ना? So we can say that twice the S10 is going to be S15. Okay, so we have the formulas here. Your AN is A plus N minus 1 into D, and your Sn is N by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 times d. So a lot of algebraic manipulation is required here. So 2s10 would be twice 10 by 2 into 2a plus 9d. And S15 is going to be 15 by 2 into 2a plus 14d. Okay, so we have to simplify. I can cancel this 2 with this 2, and then I can say that this 5 2 times is 10 and 5 3 times is 15. Okay, so we have this 2 into 2 will give us 4. So 4 into 2a plus 9d, that is 3 into 2a plus 14d. So let's expand this. This is 8a plus 36d. That is 6a plus 42d. So this is going to be 2a equal to 6d. And you see that you are going to get your d as 2 over 6 of a. So that is going to be 1 over 3a. So we have shown that this d is equal to 1 over 3a. You can see that both of these formulas are there in your formula booklet. So this was the crucial point here where you had to decide that like there is no formula that can directly give you the sum of the 5 terms after those 10 terms. So you have to realize that the sum of from like, you know, A11 to A15 can only be found through S15 minus S10. So that was the most important point while solving this question here. Well, let's go to the part B now and see what do we have there. Okay. So now it says given that the 10th term is 36 more than the 4th term. Okay. So I just need to, okay, we have to find the value of A. Can I use this D is equal to 1 over 3A over here? Yeah, I think we can use that, Hannah, because, you know, after this statement, we have found this D in terms of A, and then from the same statement, it says, given, so let me write this, wait a second. Let me note it down here that D is 1 over 3A. Okay, now I'm going to clear all of this so that I can solve my question here. Okay. So we have been given okay. So it says given the 10th term is 36 more than the 4th term. So can I say, oh, let me use a different color. A10 is 36 more than the 4th term. Yes, A10 is 36 more than the 4th term. So the 10th term is going to be A plus 9D. And this is 36 plus A plus 3D. Remember, if the first term is A, the second term is A plus D, the third term is A plus 2D, the fourth term is A plus 3D, and hence the nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. So that is why I'm writing this 10th term directly as A plus 9D. So let's sum them up. We have this A being cancelled by this A here. So we have 6D that is equal to 36 and your D is equal to 6, and now we can put this D as 1 over 3A. So your A is going to be 18. So that is what we had to find from here, the value of A. So that is going to be 18. Is there any question, Bacho? Okay, we have a B part. Now B part is altogether going to be a different one here. So it says the sum to infinity of a GP is 9 times to the sum of the first 4 terms. Oh, so I have to write all the formulas here. First of all, let me write them on the side here. The sum to infinity, let me write it here, or let just yeah, okay, so that I can have some space here at the end. So sum to infinity is going to be A over 1 minus R, and in your GP you have AN as AR raised to power n minus 1, and then you have the formula for Sn, that is A into 1 minus R raised to power n over 1 minus R. This can also be written as A into R raised to power n minus 1 over R minus 1, depending on the value of R, okay? Since you have a converging series here, so R is less than 1, so you will be using this formula here. Okay, so it says the sum to infinity of a GP is 9 times the sum of the first 4 terms. So sum to infinity is 9 times the sum to the first 4 terms. Given that the first term is 12, we're given that A is 12, we have to find the value of the 5th term. So we have to find A5. Oh, there are so many twists here. Okay, so let's form the equation that we have to solve here. Sum to infinity. So this is going to be 12 over 1 minus r, that is 9 times, okay, this is 12 into 1 minus r raised to power 4 over 1 minus r. Yes? Okay. So this is what we have here. So I can first of all cancel this 1 minus r with this 1 minus r. 3 threes are 9 and 3 fours are 12. Okay. And then 4 ones are 4 threes are. So we have 1 equals 9 into 1 minus r raised to power 4. Okay. So then this is going to be 1 over 9 equals 1 minus r raised to power 4. So your r raised to power 4 is 1 minus 1 over 9. That is going to be 8 over 9. So I'll just keep it up to this. We have to be clever, guys. Look at this. What do we have to find? A5. Oh, I just looked at this because we'll be wasting our time to find the fourth root of this and then rounding it off, maybe getting away from the answer. So, you know, your a raised to power 5 is simply ar raised to power 4. है ना? So you simply use this r raised to power 4 from here. So your a5, the fifth term, is going to be 12 times 8 over 9. So you can use your calculators if you want. So this is going to be 32 over 3. So that is 10 whole 2 over 3. That is your fifth term. That is the required value. I'm going to clear this if there is no question. Okay, let me see if there is any more question here. Oh, we have one more question. This is from your favorite calculus. Okay, let me just minimize this a bit. Okay, it says in this 11th question, we have the equation. Oh, this is a very weird kind of an equation. And it says the diagram shows part of the curve and the minimum point M, okay? So it says find the expression for dy by dx and for the integral of x. Oh, okay. So I'll be doing it. I'll be making first of all this part white so that I can work it out here, and this part white as well. So we just need to have the dy by dx and the integral of this y first of all. So guys, remember, this is your P1 differentiation. How many of you remember that what is the derivative of under root x? Can you tell me this mentally? Very good. This is 1 over 2 under root x. So similarly, when you have under root 4x plus 1, so let me find this dy by dx. So that would be 1 over 2 under root 4x plus 1. And you have 4 here, the derivative of this 4x. And you will have to move this up here, because this has to be in the numerator. This is minus half. So this would be plus 9 into minus half into this 4x plus 1 raised to power minus 3 by 2, है ना? And times 4, the derivative of 4x plus 1. So guys, we have 2 over the square root of 4x plus 1. And this 2 times 2 is 4 minus 18 over 4x plus 1 raised to power 3 by 2. And the cleverer students know we can write it as this. The power is 3 by 2. And 3 by 2 actually means half plus 1. So I have written it like this because I just want to, he was asking for the expression. So we can leave it up to this. But if you want, I can really write this as a single fraction here. This is 4x plus 1 into this 4x plus 1. You have this 2 into 4x plus 1 minus 18. So finally, this is going to be 8x plus 2, 8x minus 16 over all of this. And now I'm going to write it as 3 over 2. You can take 8 common if you want. So that is the first part. We have to find the dy by dx. Okay. I hope you people recalled your P1 differentiation. Next, I have to integrate this. So for integration, I'll be writing this as 4x plus 1 raised to power half and plus 9 into 4x plus 1 raised to power minus half. Okay, we can directly integrate this. This is 4x plus 1 raised to power 3 by 2 over 3 by 2 times 4. This is 9 into 4x plus 1 raised to power half over half times 4. Remember, when you have to integrate this ax plus b raised to power n dx, this is ax plus b raised to power n plus 1 over n plus 1 times a, and then you have, don't forget to write plus c. So I'll be writing this plus c over here. Now he was just asking for the expressions. We can leave it up to this if you want, okay? But just for the sake of revision, I'm going to tell you how to further simplify this. This is 2 times 2. So you have 1 over 6 into this 4x plus 1 raised to power 3 by 2. 2 times 2. This is 9 by 2. 4x plus 1 raised to power half. I'll just be leaving this up to it. And you please keep it noted because we might need these values in the upcoming parts. Okay? So let's see what do we have in the next part here. Okay, it says find the coordinates of M. For that, we'll just be needing to put the dy by dx equal to 0. Okay, so I'm going to work it out here. Let me use a different color, maybe green. Okay, this is my dy by dx. I have done all that simplification. So it says find the coordinates of M. So for that, we need to put the dy by dx equal to 0. When I put that equal to 0, all the denominator will be gone through the cross multiplication and you will be left with this. And this will give you x equal to 2. That is your x coordinate. The x coordinate of the turning point, okay? And then you put that into the equation. I think that was under root 4x plus 1. And what was that? 9 over? Okay, beta, thank you very much. Achha. So you put your x2 here. So this y is going to be under root 9. That is 3 plus 9 over 3. This is going to be 6. So this point M is going to be 2 comma 6. Achha, let me tell you once more. Many students, while writing this square root, they put a plus minus with this. So please see that this square root is already over here. You're not yourself introducing a square root into your expression. So there is no need to write a plus minus over here. Just let it be the way it is. Okay? Okay, so this point M is 2 comma 6. I hope this answer is right. And then it says the shaded region is bounded by the curve, the y-axis, the line through M, parallel. Oh, I'll have to erase this. Oh, no. I want to erase this part. Okay, parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so it says we have to find the shaded area. So we'll be needing that integral, guys, there. So I need to clear all this working here. Oh, can I get it back? Okay, so I'll be asking from you guys. You have that with you. Okay, so what was the integral? Who will give me that integral, guys? That integral of y. What was that? Yes. Yes, and the power half. Okay, and we have plus c over here. Let me go back to the question. It says the shaded region is one to the curve y-axis, the line through M parallel to the x-axis. Let me see this. How does this look like? Parallel to the M. Okay, so we have to find, oh, we have to find all this area. So what we can do over here is, चलो ये भी integral भी यहीं पे आ गया. Okay, so I'll be using this one. Guys, देखिए, if I draw a line here, this point was 3,6, है ना? So this length is 6, this is 3. So all we need to do is we are going to integrate this from 0 to 3. Can I say? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Beta. This is 2,6. Okay. So I'll be integrating this from 0 to 2. Yes. When I integrate this from 0 to 2, I'll be getting all this area. Okay. But I don't need this rectangles area over here. So from this, let me remove this plus c from here now. Okay, so this will become, I'll be putting the limits here. I should use some other color. Limit from 0 to 2 will be getting all this area, and minus the rectangles area, that is 12. Okay, I believe you people can find this when we put 2 over here. So let me do that quickly. When we put 2 over here, this would become 1 over 6 into this is 9 raised to power 3 by 2 plus 9 by 2 into 9 raised to power half. And when you put 0, this is going to be 1 over 6 plus 9 over 2. And we have that minus 12 here as well. Okay. 3 square, 3, this is 27. Please, beta, calculator use karo. 27 over 6 plus 27 over 2. And this is going to be 628. 28 over 6, and then you have minus 12. What do you get? So this is 4 by 3. I think this should be end of the paper. There cannot be more than this. Okay, that's it. So this ends the paper here. And next I'll be going on to 2018 June 12. Okay, 2018's June's paper 12. Thank you very much for staying with us.